What are we up to? Part 8, Part 9, Part 10. This could be Part 10, I think. Is it Part 10? Yeah, I think it is. This is looking a lot better than the last time we saw it. The engine is, well, last time you saw it anyway. Looks like everything's back in there. Let's go and have a look at what we got left to do and a couple little problems we've found getting it back together. Now, one of the issues which we've mentioned in other videos, the fuel filter, if the hose has been left rubbing against the side, it gets rubbed through, so that has happened and need to be shortened, and you can see that's not staying like that. I just want to show you that. The fuel hose is short now. I've got this OCD problem where I like the genuine original fuel hoses because they've got the right bends on them so that everything, you know, that they don't get kinked, kind of like that. So we're gonna, this is for now, we don't have the fuel hose handy type thing, so as soon as we can, you know, get the right fuel hose, we'll swap that over. But that was one complication. The only other one was these battery terminals. I don't know what sort of quality they are, but this one is all good. But this one, it just cracked. It's really thin, so it needs to be replaced. What else have we got to go? Coolant's in. All right, going up. We're gonna put the exhaust back on. Didn't put the exhaust on. Oh, what's going on under here? All right, so exhaust. It's got to go back on. Look at that nice clean engine there. Doesn't look beautiful compared to the rest of it. So exhaust has got to go on. Auto lines are on, ready for an auto flush. That'll be coming next. We figure if you spend this much money on the heart of the beast, on the engine, the next most expensive thing is right behind it, the transmission. So it's probably never had a flush because it's not part of any standard service. So it's going to get a oil flush. And the bash plates need to go on. Oil's in it, coolant's in it, check over a few things, and then it's going to be hit the go button. This is looking better, the bash plates are on. Nice new sump plug, how good's that? Exhaust system's on, beautiful. Everything else is good. Torque converter bolted tight, turbo exhaust, everything looks good. Anyway, going to do a real QC check. The someone forgot to put the starter motor in. What's going on? No, it's there, just joking. Vacuum lines are on, everything looks good. Okay, let's do a final inspection on the camera with the light on and just see if there's anything I can spot that we've forgotten that I can tell you about that you might forget. Make sure you got all your plugs and clips on. The vacuum lines on the engine mount we can't see, but we'll check that out again. Coolant's in, that's easy. Just having a look around, thinking. Bit messy, still yet to be cleaned up. Looking good. Motion detected in the side yard, eh? Okay, what else? A bit grubby here, needs to be cleaned up. That's alright, we took the intercooler off early, part of the diagnosis. Got the short suction control valve, so that's something that can be done at a later date, but make a note of for those that aren't sure, that haven't been watching the other videos. Middle of the picture about now, you can see the back of it with the grey plug. That is a short one. It's about 1 inch long. You want the longer type, not the compact type. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen the others, there's another 9 that go before it. It's in our playlist. Check it out. It's called 2007 120 Prado 230,000 Ks. This is one of the, could be the final video. We'll see how it goes. With any luck, this will be running. All the final checks done and the client will get his vehicle back late today or tomorrow if everything goes to plan. And there'll be a few other little fix up we've got to order some parts for, like the genuine fuel hose there we already talked about. Just so everybody knows, if you do need to order parts and injector kit, the last opportunity that's convenient for me is, you know, we do Mondays, but Monday the 22nd of March. So hit me on Monday. Text messages with your name, vehicle details, what you need by 8 a.m. in the morning. From 8 a.m, not by 8 a.m, from 8 a.m, but whatever. We're taking basically almost the whole of April off as annual leave to make up for COVID-19 in 2020. Well, what they call it COVID-19, it was COVID-20, wasn't it? Anyway, I can't see anything here, so do a few more final checks in case there's anything we missed, and then we're going to hit the go button. Pump it, baby, pump it. Give it a rest, huh? Oh, beautiful. As soon as it starts, it just sounds like an absolute gem. But I love those brand new, genuine long motors. Oh, and this is at the tailpipe end. Not a breath of smoke either. So we've got the caps off the blue before it. Straight away, power steering oil's got to go in. That's the humming we've got going on there. Needs a bit of oil. That's okay, no problem. Steering still. Give it some time. Yeah, that's quieting down a bit already as the air comes out of the power steering. That's it, clean it up. Beautiful, look at that, like a new one. Hang on, it is a new one. It's real noisy, mate, I tell ya. It's real noisy. What are you doing, mate? Drying it? Oh, okay. Quick 5-minute road test. It's bloody beautiful. I'm just going to top up the coolant a little bit. Stand a little bit. We're going to top that up now. Just temporarily put those on for a quick drive. And bring it into a transmission oil flush now. Final checks. Going to check and top up the oil level as necessary. I'm just going to remind you at this point, the correct way to check the oil level on one of these engines is with the engine oil warm. Okay, bring it in onto level ground. Don't just go, oh, good enough. Good enough isn't good enough. Nice level ground. Switch the engine off with the engine warm and let the oil settle for 5 minutes. And then you should be able to find the reading on the dipstick between the dots. You know, I prefer to have it up near the top dot, but certainly not above it. If you check it the next morning, all the oil's drained down, it's going to be above it. You know, it'll go up to 10, 15 mil above it, depending on the temperature of the oil when it was switched off and how long it's sat for. Coolant, we've just topped that up again, made a little bit of mess there, but we can clean that later. Beautiful. This engine bay, this engine, everything looks like a new engine. So let's get a, what do we reckon we need? A couple 100 mil more oil maybe. Final oil level check. Let's have a look at this filthy oil. Oh yeah, can't even see it, it's that clean, eh? Look at that, just below the top dot. That'll do, she'll be right, mate, good enough. It is actually. When they give you the oil level, it's not necessarily to the top dot. Bonus information in this, probably the final, number 10. It's like an episode of your favourite mini-series, isn't it? 10 season, we'll call this season 21 because it's 21 on the, you know, anyway, the point is, so as I explained earlier in this video, if you didn't fast forward, yeah, transmission oil flush, right, and this is to set the level. We've got another video on this, so if you want to know about flushing transmission and how to set the level, you can search that on our channel. Use the search function. This is the third drop of oil. It's certainly not looking new yet, but it's hard for you to judge it, but if you look down the lower side against the blue hoist, there's quite a bit of red in it. You can do this all day to get it nice and red like what's going in there. That would be a waste of oil. Maybe this is the last drop. We're going to have a sample of this towards the end. It might be 3 drops, it could be 4. Okay, this is the final fill and we're setting the level. There's going to be a few more pumps yet, don't you worry. Up there, can you put it through the gears slowly, please, every 2 seconds? Leave it open up, He's just doing as he's told for this one, the way I like to do it. What's the temperature, mate? Okay, put it in park, please. Just give it a really slow pump. Really slowly. Until it starts at the moment. 1.8, just start to trickle. Sit still, would ya? Yeah, that's good. Cap it. I'm happy with that. If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy? You like my apprentice at the moment. I just want to make sure everyone knows. Transmission all stinks when it gets hot, like a burning smell. Customers hate it. Okay, how do I know? Bloody Ford's under warranty getting transmissions replaced, and these guys, they don't know how to keep it clean. So lots of brake cleaner to dissolve all that oil there. That way you won't have an issue. And as a plan B, just to make sure it's right, hit it with a pressure wash and degreaser as well. Then you've double ticked the boxes to make sure there's no residue of transmission oil that's going to burn and create a smell, which would raise concerns with person driving the vehicle or its occupants. Okay, transmission flush done. Now just backing it out of the workshop for a final clean-up around the transmission. Look at this baby. Who wouldn't want one of these? It makes you almost never change your injectors, so you can get one of these instead of just a new set of injectors. Although, I've got to tell you, they run just as good as a new one, because the fuel system is the heart of the beast. It controls just about everything of how a diesel runs. An absolute final inspection while everything's clean. Dry. Doesn't that look better compared to the old one, eh? It's still got the old timing belt engravement. Don't worry about that, he's just underneath watching around the transmission and that, you know. Beautiful, looks good to me. Now, for the big road test, and after the big road test, that is it. It goes back to the client. I hope everybody learned something out of this bit of a lesson for me. Please remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on. We've got heaps more awesome videos. Go and watch those. And there'll be more coming. Trying to keep it down to one per day for you. In the comments, let me know. You're pretty happy with one per day. Is that good? About 10 minutes. If you want extra education, please go back and watch the other hundreds of videos that are available. You could start off by checking our playlists. Once again, that reminder, if you do need any of the parts kits, injector kits for prevention, or these big front engine kits with a new drive belt, bearings, water pump timing belt, Mondays, please text me from 8 AM. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.